European power invade Pacific Rim. This hardpoint is made by David Yao, Louise Dong, Sarah Park, Harrison Chin, and I Omar did. The background of European power invade Pacific Rim. As Africa was processed to being carved, the Pacific Rim was also to be carved. And Pacific Rim border Pacific Ocean. I mean borders. Westerners wanted to have the Pacific Rim areas. This is the map of Pacific Rim and Pacific Ocean areas. First stage of invasion. So during 18th century, the Dutch East India Company took over control most of Indonesian islands, and British established trading port, a major trading port, Singapore, and French took over Indonesia. Germans claimed the Marshall Islands and parts of New Guyana and Solomon Islands. This is the map of British India and other countries like Alters, Mongolia, other countries like Asia. The point is, this is the map of Asia. Yeah, of Southeast Asia. This is the map of Southeast Asia. Sorry, my nose is killing me today. The lands of Southeast Asia were perfect for plantations agriculture. These products became more important in the world trade markets because why? Because Southeast Asia, like lands of Southeast Asia, are perfect for plantation agriculture. So European powers to reach each to race each other to claim Ireland. And this is their plantation, coconut. As you can see, the coconut juice, the white thing. Yeah. And boys, please. God, computer. Boys, please. Don't think these two buckets are, you know. So control expands. So Dutch East India Company actively sought lands in Southeast Asia. In 1602, Dutch expanded control, and finally, Dutch ruled the whole island chain of Indonesia, and then they called it the Dutch East Indies. There you go, this one, the Dutch East Indies in an India Company. So, rule under the Dutch. Management of plantations trade brought through a large Dutch population to the island. They moved Indonesia and created a social system over there. So like Dutch were wealthy and educated. Indians came next, but Dutch are still on the top, and the plantation workers are at the bottom. It means that the Dutch are the higher class, are the highest or higher classes than the plantation workers, and the plantation workers are like the lowest, the lowest. I don't know how to say the position or their occupation. So the Dutch also forced the farmers to plant one-fifth of their lands in Pacific export crops. These are the farmers, and this is Dutch. So Britain joins the invasion. So so Britain compete with the Dutch. The British sought the trading base that would serve as a stop or a station for their ships that traveled the Indian China Sea routes. They found a large sheltered harbor in Singapore, and an island just off the tip of the Mal- Malaysian peninsula. Uh, Sorry, it's a mistake. It should be Malaysia, not Malay. Yeah, I think. No, I think I'm not done changing because I'm recording right now. Yeah. So, a harbor means like a port. So this is Malaysia. My man KP's hometown. I mean Henry Finn, his hometown, Malaysia. What a beautiful country. Britain also gained colonies in Malaysia and Burma. Burma is like modern Myanmar. So Malaysia, large deposit of tin and became the word, the world, the world. Gosh, can't speak to the world's leading rubber exporter. So needing workers to mine the tin and tap the rubbers, Britain encouraged Chinese people to immigrate to Malaysia. Why British people encouraged Chinese people to immigrate to Malaysia? It's because so British people needed workers to mine the tin and the tap of rubber trees. So what's their problem? Their problems between the resident Chinese and native Malaysians remains unresolved today. Still, they haven't res- resolved their problems or conflict today. And again, I'm sorry. It should be Malaysia, not Malays. Yeah, and this is the rubber industry. So France joins the invasion. So the French had been active in Southeast Asia since the seventh century. So during the seventh century, French already been active. So French is like in around Southeast Asia, and later French had Laos, Cambodia, and northern Vietnam to their territory, to the territory, and the combined states would eventually be called French Indonesia. And again, sorry, it should be Indonesia, not Indochina. I'm sorry. This is the map. So using direct colonial management, the French themselves filled all important positions in the government bureauc- bu- bureaucracy. I don't, I don't know. I really don't know that how to pronounce it, but it means like officials. So it means that this sentence means that the French themselves filled all important positions in the government officials. So it means that so you would it, it simply just means that all government officials will be all French because they all fill all the important positions for French. So for time four times as much land was devoted to rice production. So, however, the peasants' consumptions of rice decreased. It's because much of their rice was exported. And I'm like getting angry over this reduction sets the stage for Vietnamese resistance against the French. They just resist and against the French. And this is the picture. These are Vietnamese colonial impact. So in Southeast Asia, colonization brought mixed results. Economies grew based on cash crops or goods that could be sold on the world market. So it's so this means that like most of their economies are based on the cash the cash crops or the goods that they can sell in the world market. So the region became a melting pot of Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and Buddhists. And I'm sorry, it should be religion, not region. Oh my god. The resulting cultural changes often led to racial and religious clash that are still seen today. In the end, and thank you for watching. I'm Omar Dit from Grade 9 St. Rose, and I'm very thankful to my group mates that are David Yao, Louise Tong, Harrison Chen, and Sarah Park, and I that made this hard point. And this is me